Good thing she didn't. Got the opportunity, that is. But no matter how we look at it, you know, we're still ruled by criminals. Thanks, Felixo. Cheese with mustard. I love that shit. Where are those harpies? Oh, there they are. Annoying little buggers. Come on, hit. How many arrows do I still have? I wonder. 700. Oh. Plenty to waste.
Nothing to plunder.
A lot of murky mushrooms here, which is good. Could get some permanent mana for free that way. Yeah, but that's because everybody in the United States think that Hillary got the popular vote. But we should not forget that 3 million immigrants voted for Hillary so that the borders would stay open. You know, who knows how many dead people voted in favor of Hillary. Dead people are like, you know, what the fuck. And the corrupted media only spreading lies. About Donald Trump. You know. Now, do I agree with everything Donald Trump says? Of course not. You know. But he's the best option out of those two when it comes to having power in the White House. Because if Hillary would have the power, you know, to control the White House, we would have been in World War III. You know, between Russia and the United States. But, you know, Donald Trump, first of all, is a very, very rich man. You know, he's going to work as president for $1 a year. $1 a year. Why? Because he earns 461 million a year. 400,000, you know, that he would get as a president. It's like pocket change to that guy, you know. 461 million, which he earns a year. Now, the guy is rich. Voting scam in Russia is even more crazy, really. But those people will turn around, you know. All that, those celebrities, all this corrupted media that says, you know, Hillary or Donald Trump is not going to be a good president for the United States. Bloody, bloody, blah. Now slowly crawling back to Donald Trump. You know, slowly are crawling back for that power position. It's not gonna work. You know, it's not gonna work. They're screwed. They screwed themselves over. And the thing is with the media of today, they only broadcast what they want to broadcast, you know. Black Lives Matter and that sort of bullshit. You know. They do everything in their power to control us human beings, but never forget one single thing. If Donald Trump would ever be a worse president, you know, a bad president in general, which I highly doubt, considering the things that he already did, even though he's still, you know, he's not in office. But now lost it. And Donald Trump has done many good things already. You know, first of all, he's going to make a wage out of the presidency for $1 a year. There are only 2 other presidents in the history of the United States that actually got paid $1 a year because they have to get paid. You know, Donald Trump in the first place said, you know, I don't want to earn anything as a president. But it is law that he has to earn something. So he said, okay, I do it for $1, you know. Hillary Clinton only saw that sign, 400,000 a year, ka-ching, you know. That's 1.6 million, you know, in 4 years that Hillary would have earned by being a president. Aside from her shady deals, you know. And
Nothing to be had there.
Donald Trump, you know, even Donald Trump could have taken the money, but Donald Trump don't need the money, you know. He wants to make more jobs. He wants to remove taxes from the lower budget families, and the rich people have to pay more. And that's exactly what you need. That's exactly what we need here in the Netherlands and Europe in general. You know, people that have a company should pay more taxes, or people that have a big bank account should pay more taxes than the common people. You know, everything gets more and more and more expensive. Food, clothing, tobacco, everything gets pulled up in prices, you know. My mother could barely make, you know, enough in order to feed ourselves, pay the bills and whatnot. My mother was a hard-working citizen, you know, she worked her ass off for the little amount of money that she made. And Donald Trump, you know, of course he's not the best. You know, he's not. Oh, fuck me. Good thing that I saved. He's not. I do not know how he's going to be in 4 years, because everybody got that price to look the other way. No, you're not banned. You can't time out yourself. And there's no reason for me to time you out. But, you know, I do agree with Donald Trump on the fact that we need the United States of America, as well as Europe, as well as any other country, should strengthen their borders. Not to bully the immigrants. You know, it's not about bullying them. It's not about being a racist when I say that.
Nothing to be had there.
But terrorists have now an easy access to encounter our borders, get across without even background checks or what not, you know, and terrorize the people. Common people. Me, Muslims, Asians, all alike. You know, the common people they want to terrorize. Strengthen those borders, build a wall, as Donald Trump would say it, and make sure that if people come in your country, check out their backgrounds. Where do they come from? From what family are they of? What is their family's backgrounds, you know? Nah, there's no need to end it all. Even if World War III would still erupt, there's no reason to end yourself, you know. Because you must remember one thing. There might be a person on the high chair of society in each country, you know, the man of power. But if we citizens do not like what they are doing, we can revolt. Because without our support, they're nobody. It's like being a YouTuber or a streamer in particular, you know. Without your community, you're no one. And I do believe Donald Trump will bring change to America. And, you know, whether it will be all good or some bad, you know, learn from it. But in the end, you know, if Hillary would gotten the power, the chair of power, Russia would bombard, go into World War III with the United States of America, you know, because it jeopardizes everything that we stand for. But we should not forget the forces. Hey, Blacktick, just behind it all, the Illuminati. Might be rumors, it might be true, but keep that in your background, you know, keep that in mind. Because like I said, every person has their price to look the other way. Everyone. For Donald Trump it will be expensive, but he still have that, you know. But I think Donald Trump in particular would be a way better president than Hillary Clinton will ever be, you know. Look at the bad shit that Bill Clinton did towards America, you know. And he ruled America for 8 years. Or was it 4? I'm not quite sure. Look at all the bad shit that Obama did. You know, he also did the good things, but he mostly did bad things. You know. They made ISIS. They made the #1 terrorist groups in the world, you know. The radical Islam. And now I've got nothing against Muslims in particular. I love Muslims. I love them all, you know. But those people that are too extreme, according to their religion, are screwing it up for everybody else. And those people should be paid the price. Don't even bother them sending them into prisons. You know, there are more prisons in the United States than there are schools, than there are companies. You know, companies not per se, but there are a lot of prisons in there. Most of them are murderers, child molesters, all those terrible crimes. You know, don't waste food on them, you know. Don't waste time on those pricks, because once they get released, if they get released at all, you know, most of them get a life sentence, but you just execute them. You know, don't make them suffer. Execute them. You know, fuck them. Use prisons for thieves. You know, for the lower criminals. Yeah, 9/11 inside job. But the only reason why they did that was for the money, you know. A couple of, I'm not quite sure whether it was years or months before 9/11, the company owner, you know, did something with the government, so if it would ever happen of a terrorist attack, he would get $33 billion of each tower. 2 towers were collapsed. 2. You know, so that will be in total about $66 billion, right? All those people that have died in it. It was all, you know, conspiracy by the government itself, and who did they blame? The Muslims, you know. Who did we human beings blame? The Muslims. Until we realized the fact that, you know, it was an inside job. And that's all that they're doing. Those power-hungry bastards. That's all that they're doing. They want us to kill each other. They want us to create wars so that they can benefit from it. They only care about money, 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 money. You know, it is very high likely that criminals were controlling Obama. That criminals are going to control Hillary. Maybe they will even control Donald Trump. Holy shit. Holy shit, that damage. When did I... Oh, fuck me. Execute them. No, use the electric chair or something. Even though it's way out of our time, you know, don't waste food on them. You know, there are certain prisons that let the inmates work, you know. Let them do a job, you know. But in the end, they're going to be sitting in jail for the rest of their lives, you know. And some prisons, I do not know if you saw videos of how luxurious some prisons are. It's just mind-blowing. You know, it's for no reason that these criminals go back to a prison eventually. Because of all the shit that they get there. PCs, electricity, food, and they don't need to pay shit, you know. Hey Hartman, welcome to my stream, man. Sorry about all the politics talking at the moment. But rest in peace indeed, Blacktick. But we'll see, you know, what Donald Trump will do for America. But I'm pretty sure that he will do more than Hillary ever would. You know, and that's for a fact. But in the end, you know, he might be bribed by the criminals, who knows. He might do some things wrong, you know, of course. It's a possible chance, you know, that it happens, but learn from it. Don't just pick a person who have a bad background, you know, of corruption, to let them into the White House, you know. Let her in the White House, just for the sake of the first female president of the United States. I'm glad they didn't gave her that, you know, gave her that name. I'm glad that Donald Trump is going to be the president of the United States of America. But again, it's not like I'm agreeing with everything that guy says, you know. But he's a billionaire. He knows how business works. He knows how to take care of things, you know. And hell, you know, what person do you know in this world would work for $1 an hour for a year? No one. No one works for $1 a year. That guy does because he's already a billionaire. You know, he doesn't need the cash. He's like, you know, I make 460 million a year. Why do I need that pathetic 400,000? You know, and the whole thing with Mexico paying for the wall, of course they will pay for the wall. You know why? The Mexicans are getting 58 billion a year from the United States of America. 58 billion. To build the Trump wall, as I would like to call it, it will cost 12 billion.
Nothing to be
They can miss that 12 billion, man. They can miss it. In the meanwhile, he will create more jobs. That remains to be seen. You know, he will drain the swamp, as he would like to call it. That remains to be seen. But I'm willing to give that guy a chance. You know, he's already doing good stuff. He made sure that Putin is not going to bombard and provoke World War III. You don't know Jharkendar? Hartman? I think his name was it Hartman? You started the, yeah, well, I also started the normal version, technically speaking. The only difference is I'm currently in Jharkendar. Whoa! Hold your horses, troll. Batch roll. Man, that damage. But we'll see, you know, maybe we will still go into World War III. Who knows? Maybe he will still be paid off by all those wealthy guys in you know, Siberia and whatnot. Syria, not Siberia. Syria. Those guys are rich. You know, they're even richer than Donald Trump because of their oil. But they can't control us if we don't allow them to control us. Because if we wanted to, we can override them, you know. We citizens have a thing to say. It's not like we're living in a democracy, you know, that we can't say anything and that we should just follow their laws and can't do anything about it. You're at the point of where who is he guys appear. At the point where the who is he guy appear. Who is he? I'm not quite sure, Hartman. What guy you mean? I think the bandit in the beginning. Who is he? Dexter? I'm not quite sure. If you could collaborate a bit, you know, enough to politic talk. We'll see what happens, you know, if it goes to shit, then it goes to shit. But can't go more to shit than with Hillary, that's for sure. And I love everybody, you know, I love Latinas, I love Latinos, I love Asians, I love Muslims, I love Christians, I love Jews, I love everybody. Everybody, you know, everybody is welcome in the Netherlands. Everybody.
Nothing there.
But don't get all freaked out. Yeah, well, it could be, you know, but if they wanted to, you know, we wouldn't even notice if World War III was going on. Because all they have to do is just send nuclear missiles upon our asses and whoosh, delete it, you know. But we are treated like pawns in the Monopoly game. You know, we are nothing but pawns. We are nothing but pawns for the elite, you know, for them to make money. Everybody, you know. Asian Muslims, Asian Christianity, Asian Christians, Asian Jews, doesn't matter what your faith is, what your skin color is, black even too. I love them all, you know. I'm not a racist. I love everybody. But I dislike those that think that, you know, like the Black Lives Matter protest bullshit, which is currently also going on in the America. That, you know, ooh, a white cop killed a black guy. Ooh, racist. While black kill black and black kills white too. You know, I'm just saying. It's not racist. Black lives doesn't matter. All fucking lives matters. You know, we're all brothers and sisters. Player, I meant the scene. Sears. Oh, the Seekers. There he is. Ah, that's in chapter 4. Chapter 4. No problem, Blackjack. See you around, mate. Appreciate your support, brother, as always. Good luck tomorrow at school. What you mean the Seekers? The guys with the masks and black hoods. There he is. And then they shoot your fireballs up your ass. The Seekers. The henchmen of Beliar. Yeah, behind the gate once you return from the Valley of Mines. When you have to go to the valley, you know, to get the recommendation or some sort of that regard from Lord, I'm not quite sure what his name is, not Lord Hagen, but you have to get him, Lord Hagen. For Lord Hagen you have to get proof about the whole dragons in Khorinis, in the Valley of Mines, and about the fact of the ore production, you know. Yeah, exactly. So that is about chapter 4. Not chapter 2. I'm currently in chapter 2. Chapter 4 is with the Seekers. And when the king, the paladin Lothar got murdered by the Mercenaries. Oh, the paladin got killed by the Seekers, but the blame was on one of the Mercenaries, Bennett the Smith. You have to repair the sacred eye. No, it is in chapter 4, mate. I do not know if yeah. The Manus, which is chapter 1. Chapter 2 is going to the colony, so to get the proof of Lord Hagen. Chapter 3 is repairing the sacred eye. Oh, so it's chapter 3, not 4, my bad. Chapter 3 is fixing the sacred eye of Enos and go into the valley, and that's where chapter 4 starts with the dragon hunt. So, not chapter 4, but actually chapter 3. The beginning of chapter 3. So I was not entirely correct, but... it was right in the middle. You know, you said chapter 2, I said 4, it was 3, right in the middle.
What others?
Well, the mages who are hanging around these ruins over there. Are you one of that bunch, then? Brave thing to run around here by yourself.
Now let's pickpocket this guy, because I can. Who are you?
Who are
I'm sure you've heard of me before. I'm Alligator Jack, feared all over the country. I'm one of the most dangerous pirates around here. Together with Captain Gray,
Done deal,
I've
exactly,
boarded
man,
more merchant
exactly.
vessels than I can count. You're looking at a living legend here.
A living legend. 1 second, guy, otherwise the bread will... Do you know a fellow named Raven?
Of course. He's the leader of the bandits to the east.
But how
What
have you been
business
doing,
with
Hartman?
him?
You doing good? Well, I want to kill him, that's for sure.
What? You? How are you going to do that? Isn't that guy way out of your league? You won't even get close to him. The bandits he surrounded himself with will skin you alive first.
Nah, not
you
really.
won't even get past their first outpost. The way you look, those bandits will get itchy fingers when they spot you a mile away. I've got a better idea. Come and join us. That'll give you time to think about it. Once you've tried our good homebrewed rum, things will look very different.
I need a bandit's armor. You got any?
What would you do with that? It'll only get you into trouble if you're seen.
You're doing great.
Everyone's
Well,
going
that's
to
good to
take
hear.
you for a bandit, and they will try to kill you.
Do you know where I can get armor like that?
We used to have one in our pirate camp, but I don't know whether it's still there.
Your captain's name is Greg?
your
Right. He's the greatest pirate the sea ever spawned.
I think I know your captain. I
Amy
met him in
Lush.
Khorinis.
In the bin.
Greg,
In the bin.
in Khorinis.
Yeah, the cat wants to go
Nonsense.
inside. One
Greg
second.
is out at sea after booty with some of the lads. The only thing that could bring Greg to Khorinis would be one of the king's prison galleys. He's one of the most wanted men in the land. He'd never march into town voluntarily and have the royal guard throw him into prison.
If you say so.
I'm back. You got Gothic on like a 4 old EPC, dual core. Chewed gum under his feet. You mean Gothic or Gothic 2? This is Gothic 2. Since you were talking about you were with the Seekers, so you must refer to Gothic 2. Yeah, it should be. Do you have it on Steam? I'm just wondering. Where's your pirate's camp?
See the cave passage over there? Go through it and continue west, and you'll come to our beach sooner or later. That's where our log huts are. I can take you there if you want. If you do me a favor first.
Yeah, well,
What would that be?
for the
I'll have
Steam
to get the
version,
boys
you have
leave
to.
before I can go back
Why
to
is it
camp.
not charging my
You're a
phone?
strong fellow. I could use your help hunting. Interested?
I don't have it on Steam. Okay. Pardon? Oh well, Steam version of the game, you know, requires patches and such to make it work. What the? Since when did the move? Why is my phone not charging? 1 second, mate. My phone is not reading me to charge, which is a bit weird. Don't tell me the cable got broken. It does have a nick in it. That's not good. But, you know, in order to make it work on Steam, you have to install community patches and such. It's now wrong. I'm just checking in my phone. And now it is charging. What the fuck? But your PC should be able to handle it without a doubt. Because it's a relatively old game, you know. So it should not have any issues, even though on an old PC. Tell me more about you pirates.
We've been living
I have
here
an
for
pretty
Back
good
before
PC.
the war,
You know, not the
everyone
best
knew
of
us
the
from
best.
here to
It's
the
not like I
mainland.
can play Witcher
Our
3 and
flag
stream it,
alone
but
would spread terror among the crews of merchant vessels. But those times are past now. It's been weeks since we've run into a merchant vessel. Our Captain Greg left to try and catch another. The rest of us are sitting here in camp, twiddling our thumbs until he comes back. I hope he'll bring back lots of booty.
yeah, well, you'd be disappointed by that one. But my PC is not all that great. I purchased it on Alternate for about 550 euros. It has 1 terabyte hard drive, I'm not quite sure what kind of video card, an R7, I'm saying it right, R7, I'm not quite sure, 4 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, it could be, you know, but back in the day, you know, when Gothic in particular was released, Gothic 2, I had a way worse PC than 3 gigabytes of RAM, pretty sure of it. So it could be that you miss about 1 gigabyte of RAM, but I doubt it, you know, I honestly doubt it. But for modern PCs, you have to install patches and whatnot, especially on Steam, otherwise the game will not boot. Or you get access violation bullshit all over the place, you know. But it should work. Well, maybe if you upgrade the RAM from 3 to 4, but If the PC is really that old, it's better to save up for a new PC. You know, I also did that. I also, you know, discarded my old PC because I couldn't do shit with it. Besides playing games, I couldn't record, I couldn't stream. So I just purchased myself a new PC, even though I didn't really have the money for it. I had to live an entire month with 50 euros, which was a hardcore challenge in that regard. But you know, it was well worth it. This PC in particular, I can upgrade to about 64 gigabytes of RAM. I can upgrade it from a video card. If I wanted to, I can add a secondary video card. My current video card requires 2 slots. I have 3 slots in total. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's a bit confusing. What is it that you hunt, Alligator?
Only alligators usually, but they're no good for eating. And there aren't any left around here anyway. So I take what I can find. Swamp rats.
What?
Most beasts around here taste like old socks, or they're as tough as alligator meat. Those fat swamp rats are the only thing that is remotely edible.
Alright, so let's go hunting.
Let's go hunting.
All right. With 2 people, that's child's play. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yes.
Great. Just stay right behind me.
we'll do that, Alligator Jack.